Everyone, welcome to our podcast on the foreign language pillar. I'm here with Emily Ferguson, Becca Mills, and Carmen Dial, and I'm Cinda Newland. Emily, can you give us a description of the definition?
Sure, Cinda. The language pillar is simply the teaching of languages, native and foreign, in the classroom. Some of the top 5 languages taught in schools in the U.S. are Spanish, French, German, American Sign Language, and Italian. Now, Carmen, how important are these?
It's actually extremely important, and it's a shame that the foreign language programs across the United States are on the decline because of budget cuts, because the benefits are huge. It gives students superior problem-solving skills. SAT results for students who have 4 or more years of foreign language education outperform those without in the verbal and the math portions. It enhances your knowledge of your primary language as well. It also improves your ability to communicate and understand with other cultures and provides cultural enlightenment. When you are learning a foreign language, it doesn't activate the linguistic center of your brain. It actually activates your cognitive problem-solving skills. It also, when you teach it early enough in children, they can achieve a near perfect native pronunciation and intonation of that language as well. And some other interesting facts: it also staves off dementia and Alzheimer's. It improves your multitasking skills. It improves your memory and your brain functionality. And the good news is, if you've never studied a foreign language, it's never too late to reap some of those benefits as an adult. So, Becca, can you tell us how you can use some technology in the classroom to teach foreign languages?
Yes, Carmen. Now, you mentioned earlier that students who learn a foreign language will just basically know more about other cultures. And that's really something that you need to do when you're teaching a new foreign language in your classroom. You want to make sure that you immerse the students in the culture. If they're more interested in the culture, they're going to be more interested in learning the language. Now, these days, schools are pushing for teachers to use more technology, group work, and critical thinking. So I have some tips for how to introduce a new foreign language into your classroom. And the one thing that you can do is introduce your students to interesting slang or phrases. This is something that students are always interested in learning. They always want to learn the cuss words first. Obviously, you don't want to teach those, but you can teach some cool words or phrases to your kids. They're going to love that. Some ways that you can do this are set up a way for your students to have a virtual pen pal from the country that you're studying. They're going to be very interested in meeting someone from that country and actually talking to them. If you can't do that, have your students create a blog using only the language that they're learning, and you're going to want to have them use the slang or the phrases, and they'll want to do that themselves. Another tip is to play popular music from that country. Students can find music themselves from the country and present it to the class. Or you could even download several songs from iTunes and split your kids up into groups. Have them research the band, find out where they're from, the members are from, and find an interesting fact to present to the class. Another interesting tip, watch movies or soap operas from that country. This will definitely give the kids an insight into the culture, because movies and soap operas are always slightly different in different countries. And ways that you can do this, post videos on a Facebook page that you have specifically for your class. Have the students watch the videos and comment on them. You can also have them watch the videos in class and create a discussion board for the class with specific questions, comments, input, anything like that. Another tip, introduce the students to popular fashions from that country. You can have the students dress in traditional or popular clothing that they discovered themselves through online research. Split the class up into groups. Have some groups study the traditional fashion trends, and some groups can study more current fashion trends from that country. Have them research everything themselves and present it to the class. They can use posters or PowerPoint. And another great way, which is my personal favorite, study menus or recipes from the country. You can prepare food yourself and bring it into class. Have the class have a whole day where they're just cooking and learning about the different food from the culture. Have them watch a cooking show from the country. There are always, there are a lot of awesome things that you can do to utilize technology in your classroom in foreign language.
Okay, guys, so some other ways that you can help teach foreign language in the classroom is by using Vaki. You can use a Movie Maker video. You can use a blog, even a web quest. And another way, we have an example of a podcast being used in education. So if you want to check that out at the end of our PowerPoint, go right ahead. And that's all we have for you guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.